Alright, what's going on everybody, it's Liam here. Hope you're having a great day and welcome to today's video on the channel. And in today's video, we have the spring test realm in Wizard101 of 2023. So I'll be covering the patch notes and a couple of the things I know that are not included in the patch notes in this video. If you do enjoy this video at all, a like rating and a sub is always appreciated. I do post every day, if not every other day, and I will be covering all of the new test realm content here right away. So be sure to put the noties on, and yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video, y'all. So the first thing I want to bring up is the new elo changes that happened. Now, Rapbeard, which is basically the lead game designer, teased this, and basically they kind of reverted it. So y'all know back in the old days of PvP, where you would gain 16 and lose 16, it's kind of like that now. You'll like gain 8 and then lose 8, or you'll gain 14 and lose 14, depending on obviously your rank, your opponent's rank. It's all standardized now, which I think is a great thing. This makes ranking up more consistent for all players, and it especially helps people get from Marshal to Warlord, and I think that is a great thing because a lot of the community was complaining about that ever since the dawn of 5th Age. The only bad thing about this is the fact that Warlords still do not have a reason to play, but I'll be covering that in a different video. Very solid elo change, looking forward to it. A lot of the community, from what I've seen so far, is very happy about the new elo change. Next thing I want to talk about is the balance spell audit. Now, I will probably make a whole video covering this in detail because it's really complex, all the stuff here, and I don't want to dive really deep into it. But Scarab, Scorpion, what else? Hydra, I believe Gearhead, Spectral Blast, say that 10 times fast. Locust Swarm, all changed, so I'll be covering that in a different video. But the balance spell audit, I think, is halfway done, if not fully done. I'm not 100% sure, but there are new spells on a balance, and they did get updated, which is pretty darn cool if you are a balance main. Thirdly, some spells are chromatic, so if we're looking at cards like Elephant on a fire, if you use Elephant on a storm, right, you will actually get a storm overtime dot. The damage will be fire. Obviously, the first hit will be a fire hit, but you'll get a chromatic dot that is like storm, life, death, myth, depending on what school you're on. So that's a pretty cool change. But those are everything I know that are not included in the patch notes that I've tested myself in game and found out. And obviously heard Rapbeard talk about publicly on streams as well. But let's get into the patch notes now in the video. So here is the patch notes. Now keep in mind guys, this is test realm. None of this stuff is going to be finalized. Things are subject to change at the end of the day. This is a time for obviously the community to come together and report bugs to the devs, so it's more polished when the game comes out, or provide any feedback. You know, if there's like literally a broken card like Hydra at the start of 5th Age when there's bugged, you report that stuff to the devs. So keep in mind, it is like a beta kind of thing. But starting off right away, we have Rate My Stitch. Now this was teased, I think, on the last King's Live, I believe. But as you can see in game right here, this little pigeon or whatever he is, you can craft stuff, which is pretty cool. Keys, a theme. And then you can also get a Stitch token, which I think operates as like not using crowns to stitch. I could be wrong. I think that's what it is though. You get a carpet teleport effect and a new emote as well, which is pretty darn cool. Now the feature itself, you can rate outfits depending on the event and overall outfits. You can add an outfit as well. You can look at your outfits. You can go to the fashion studio, which is like really cool to toy with. It's kind of confusing, but if you just go in here and click buttons, you'll figure it out, no problem. So it's just a really cool quality of life thing, and it's really cool that you can really express yourself and stuff like that. There is also a new event with this, as you can see right here in the top right special event. We have Beast Moon and the Rate My Stitch going on. So 2 events going on at the same time, which I think is honestly pretty cool on King Sol's part. You get pretty good rewards. You get stuff to make pets, a hatching elixir, a P9, and a next hatch free elixir, which is pretty cool. The rest of the stuff is kinda mid, but these elixirs are definitely worth going for, and those are the tasks you have to do right there, as you can see on the activities tab. Next up, we have challenge mode. Now, this is supposed to be some of the harder content that KingSaw has introduced. Now, I'm not sure if this is like PvE hard mode. I'm not gonna call it that. I'm just gonna call it challenge mode. That's literally what it's called in this update. But there is 3 different areas that you have access to. You have Imperia Medulla, you have Storm Titan, and you have Hall of Heroes. Now, I've tested the Hall of Heroes one here, and I'll show y'all right now. It is kind of weird. I did it, and I didn't notice anything different about the fight. Now, that might be a bug, probably is, but I will show you guys what it looks like when you're trying to do challenge mode. So you go up to the sigil, it'll be normal, standard. Now, if you look right here, it says challenge mode with a skull. So you click on that, and now it's Hall of Heroes challenge with a red skull. And then if you want to swap back to standard mode, you just click that and cycle between. And my favorite part about this is when you go in, the sigil turns red. Look at that. Look at that, dude. It's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. I love it. So, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of buggy, but it is a really, really darn cool thing to see it turn red, and it's very intuitive as well, just to toggle challenge mode or easy mode, which I do appreciate, and I'm looking forward to see this stuff be expanded upon in the future. Next up, we have some Beast Moon stuff. If you are a Beast Moon player, you get some new forms, Death Elf and Life Croc. If you're a Decathlon and a Beast Moon player, you get some new incentives, some new things to grind for. You get the claws, it looks like, for Decathlon. So I'm assuming that's kind of like how the gauntlets work with Decathlon, but they're claws now, which is cool. Beast Moon Draconian set. Now, if you want to look at this on Test Realm, you can simply just go to the arena and look at it for your respective school. I don't really like the set personally, but I guess the robe is okay. The hat makes my guy look like freaking Loki from Avengers, but I digress. Now, my favorite part about this entire update has got to be the new gauntlet. This new gauntlet, y'all, looks so good. It reminds me of like Titanic mixed in with like Shino Numa from like COD Zombies, you know, like back in World at War. So it just looks really cool. I like the eerie vibe it's going for, and we are gonna get a new gear set as well. This is not in Test Realm yet. It will be. I think they did say that sometime after the updates of whatever this one is. It'll be a little bit later, but new gauntlet looks pretty cool. Looking forward to see the new gear set and stuff as well. I hope the new gear set gives the Aeon gear a good run for its money. Now, honestly, in my opinion, I think this update is pretty cool. I think once that new gauntlet comes out, it's gonna be really, really crazy. I'm really looking forward to this content, making it to live realm. If you are somebody who kind of takes a break after the new world, I would probably suggest coming back for when this does hit live realm, because that gauntlet, man, it looks so good. PvP's getting better, you know. You can do more Rate a Stitch. You have some hard content to try out, see if you like it. So I would definitely come back to the game if you are trying to take a break right now, and just dabble in the new activities they're adding in this update. The crazy part is that I thought the spring update was going to be the worst update of the year, but this seems like a pretty good update, so my expectations were kind of blown out of the water here. Last thing I want to bring up in the video here is the new raid is confirmed to be in Azteca. Now I'm going to show you guys this on Twitter from the Atmoplex, by the way. Credit to Atmoplex. He also put in some more screenshots of the gauntlet if y'all want to check that out. Looks pretty cool. Again, reminds me of Titanic. But the Azteca raid is currently in development. Very early development. So this is what the raid looks like apparently on the map. I do like Azteca quite a bit, as y'all know. Azteca and Chrysalis, they're kind of annoying to quest through, but the world and the atmosphere is really nice. So I'm really happy they went with one of these worlds, and I figured I would include that in this video. Credit to Atmoplex for that. Actually, right at the end of this video, I just saw that they literally just spawned in the new gauntlet in the middle of the commons. So I will be doing that on Twitch, but that's everything for the video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. I will see y'all in the next one. Again, I'll have a lot more videos coming out the next couple of days on all of these new updates, and I will be live on Twitch at 7 p.m. Central Time, as if you want to check out the new content there as well. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you in the next one. Thank y'all for watching, and take care, y'all.